I'm Jack Crossan, and this is my interview project. Tell me about yourself. My name's Jack Crossan. I'm an undergrad student here at Temple University. I'm a freshman international business major slash econ, and I have a huge love for real estate and stocks. I got this love of stocks in one of my high school classes. I graduated cum laude from Downtown West High School, and senior year I was in my finance class, and we had a project. Our final project, it was we had to create our own portfolio, and the winner would receive some extra credit or something, some like candy or something. But I got very into this portfolio. My friend and I, we analyzed stocks every day, and we really like narrowed down which ones we wanted on our portfolio, and we ended up not only being the top of the class, but the top of all of her classes, and that's really when I knew that I love business, and so here I am today. And although I don't have the business experience, I've only worked. I was a manager for a firework company, Keystone Fireworks. I managed one of their tents, and also I was a receptionist for an engineering firm. So although I don't have the business field experience, I feel I have many competencies that will help in the business role that I am cast in. Tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. One of my greatest accomplishments occurred the summer of my junior year. I was accepted as an ambassador for the Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, and this meant that I got to stay a few nights over at Villanova University, and learn a lot about the Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, as well as really work on my leadership through a number of activities hosted by like prominent leaders, you could say. And the reason I see this as such an accomplishment is because of how much work I really put into the application. It was a tight application. They only accepted about 25 students, and I'm sure thousands across the country apply. And so it was really just a great experience as well as an accomplishment. I really got to learn about the different type of personality types, the Myers-Briggs actually that we worked on in class. But I learned how to work well with people of different personality types because there was a whole array of other high school students with varying types there. Also, it was just really great to get closer to the foundation and learn about like the business structure of that and all the great things that they were doing in their community as a nonprofit. I've been involved since and done a few of my own stands, and that is what I would call my greatest accomplishment to date. Tell me something you've learned in the class. In this class, I've learned a plethora of information. All of it will be very useful in my future. Although I am an international business slash econ major, I don't really see myself going into economics. In fact, I'm thinking of switching, but that's besides the point. I do see myself as either a small business owner of my own or a freelance real estate agent or stockbroker. Now, with all of those comes a level of leadership that you need competencies in like to get anything done, and that is exactly what we learned in HRM through the 4 types of leadership that we learned. And I think my favorite would have to be intellectual stimulation. I think with good intellectual stimulation, you really get the best ideas out of all employees, clients, whoever you're working with. And that's really a good way to move forward. Now, we also learned a lot about ethics in HRM, which is a good way to, like a good strategy to include a strong ethics system in a company. I was just reading an article in the Wall Street Journal about how the new Uber CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi, plans to revamp the ethics of Uber and really bring it out of that slump that we saw all throughout the beginning of the year through the Wall Street Journal. And so I think this, along with, we learned a lot about working with different types of personality types, which I also talked about through my accomplishments. And finally, just organization of business, all the basics of how to do that. It really ends up well-rounding my business knowledge, which will greatly help me in the future. So all in all, it's a really great class. Thank you. That's all the time I have. This was my interview project, and I'm Jack Crossan.